see. I don't know if my computer's behind. But on the YouTube live show right now, I believe we're only at 32 likes. Guys, got to get us... Oh, never mind. It's showing us 40 now. Get us to 100, and I'll fill up the shot glass full of lemon juice, and you can see me puckering my lips right here on live. I don't really want to move on to the next segment without Lindsay, but I guess I'll start it. I know she wanted to touch on the Jimmy Hulas because that's her favorite. But next is our live question segment, guys. So you can go ahead and start dropping some questions in the live chat. Oh, wait, is this Lindsay?
I'm back.
Lindsay's back. Before we do the questions in the live chat, I just talked a little bit about Jimmy Hulas. Is there anything you want to add?
You did not.
Well, we were at the end of the Clearwater Beach segment. You know, we had talking about Jimmy Hulas. You weren't here. I talked about Great Tacos, how we're not sponsored, but we probably should be.
Yeah.
So I'd like to hear if you... What are you doing?
Grabbing my dick.
Oh. I'd like to hear your thoughts on Jimmy Hulas, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns.
Concerns about Jimmy Hulas?
No.
I think not. Well,
No.
I took my daughter's
Oh, that's funny.
shirt. Concerns of just we're still.
Oh. Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
What?
Marty, because I was waiting for you to return, Marty said to tell the ticket story, and I know what he's talking about.
What's the ticket story?
Well, because
his ticket.
before you talk about Jimmy Hulas.
Okay.
So Marty and Suze met us down there, and I talked to you guys about how expensive the parking is. And Marty, you got lucky, first of all, to even find a spot on the street, because you can park on the street in Clearwater Beach for $3.50 an hour. You just got to go to the pay stations and put in your license plate. Say how long you're going to be there, pay whatever amount. If you're going to be there 3 hours, you pay $10.50 for 3 hours, okay? Mm-hmm. Marty thought he was so lucky, and he was, but he found a spot right up front of Jimmy Hula's. Right. He parked there, walked right in. Didn't know anything about the parking meter. That was staring him right in the face, by the way, Marty. So, I mean, don't mean to throw you under the bus there, but yeah, public service announcement, right?
Yeah.
So Marty got a $20 ticket for not paying the parking meter.
Like, bummer.
Yeah, bummer, Marty. So, I mean, apologies for that, because I should have told you that, by the way. But, I mean, like I said, it was staring you right in the face.
I mean, make them feel
You want to hear
worse.
something else I saw in the live chat that I thought was funny?
What?
Somebody, I think it was Tom, said we should start a new drinking game and I should participate.
No, Tom.
Anytime Lindsay puts lip gloss on, we drink.
Oh, no, Tom. I'll be carrying Eric out of here.
All right, Jimmy Hulas, go ahead.
Okay, no, I have no concerns about Jimmy Hulas. The only concern I have...
Comments? Oh, go ahead.
The only concern I have is I have yet to hear back about the sponsorship for the free tacos for life.
We tag them. We tag them on our Instagram post about them and kind of, loosely mentioned it.
Yeah.
And they liked it. They commented back, but there was no mention of a sponsorship. So,
no.
So, you guys, you know what you should do? You should all blow up Jimmy Hula's Instagram page and say, why are you not sponsoring at Florida with 5? The number 5.
For free tacos.
Yeah, right.
For life. That's all we ask for.
All they do is talk about you guys, so you should sponsor them. Blow up their Instagram page.
Blow it up.
Blow it up.
Yeah.
So now we're under our live segment now, our live question segment.
Let's do it.
So again, if you're listening on the podcast, which can be found right now on Spotify and Google Podcasts, soon to be Apple Podcasts, and all the other, other podcast networks that I gotta.
Yeah, wherever else.
I gotta do some work to get us onto those, but we'll get us on the major ones first. But again, we're going to do a live segment here where we answer questions live on the broadcast here on YouTube. So go ahead and put your questions in the live chat.
How close are you to having to drink?
Not much at all. Our show, we're both at 51. Lindsay's got like a dinosaur computer. So it's not. It's a Chromebook.
Yeah.
It's a Chromebook.
You get the nice, brand new.
Yeah. Florida Vibes, what's up?
What's up?
Kyle says start asking some questions, guys. We do have the next segment that we're going to do actually is questions that we asked for from Facebook. And I do have some questions.
Instagram too.
Oh yeah, there was some on Instagram. There's a few questions that we're going to get a little bit more in depth on. But right now is your chance to ask whatever it is that's on your mind about Florida, anything Florida related, anything us related, really. It doesn't even have to be Florida related if you don't want it to. Amanda says Jimmy Hula's queso is my
Oh
new
my
favorite,
gosh.
and I'm a queso connoisseur. Amanda, as you saw, it was my cheat day that day. I keep saying it's my cheat day, by the way. Stop.
Okay.
I was probably the last one eating, and I was stealing everybody else's French
Yeah.
fries and dipping them in the queso.
I thought that was hilarious that you were the big diet guy, but yet we're all been done with our food for a very long time, and we're waiting for Eric to get done eating all of the children's food after he finished all of his food. So.
Clara, that is a great piece of information. She says, if you're a disabled veteran in Florida, plates on your car, or if you have disabled
Wow.
If you have disabled veteran plates on your car in Florida, you can park at all the meters in the state for free, but you have to be 100% rated with plates and issued by DMV. So that is great news,
Yeah.
I guess, for any of you that are disabled veterans. First of all, thank you so much for your service.
Yes.
And second of all, I mean, go ahead and park for free if you can find a spot, because
Yeah.
it was hard for, I mean, I would have loved to park at a parking meter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we couldn't
my
find
goodness.
one.
So bad.
What hurts so bad, Sully?
My knee, and that's making my eye bleeding and it hurts.
Your knee hurts so bad and it's making your eye bleed.
All right,
Okay.
let's go put a Band-Aid on your eye.
Greg, this isn't sounding very keto. Greg, you know what? I'm not on keto, okay? I'm just eating better. I definitely don't eat like that every day, but I'm going to have a cheat weekend probably this weekend. I just try to eat a lot more protein. I do eat other things. I really stay away from the carbs, stay away from the sugar as much as I can, except for my one treat, my beer. I will drink that. But I've been told, too, if you don't allow yourself a cheat day every now and then, you're going to have a lot less success. I've been working out, too. I think I've only lost about 6 or 7 pounds since I started this probably about a month ago. However, I think the only reason I've only lost that much is because I've been working out, doing weight training as well. So I think that I've gained a little bit of muscle, and I feel a lot better about myself. I have more energy too, so I'm happy with the diet regimen that I'm on, and I love to allow myself a cheat day every now and then. Jesus Literal says, we got a home in Clermont. We don't move until April. Can I register my daughter for school before we actually move? All right, Jesus. First of all, when Lindsay gets back, we owe you a kazoo. Second of all, have you signed a lease yet? I believe you said you're renting, correct? If you are renting and you have signed a lease, you can definitely sign your children up for school. All you need is that proof of residency, which a lease will provide. So I would definitely do that. How old are your children? You've told me about the area you're moving, I think. And by the way, I know Lindsay let you know today, but your package is in the mail because you were the winner of Lunch with Lindsay giveaway that she had a couple weeks ago. Liz is my sister, by the way. She says diets are silly, drink your beer. I do drink my beer, but being on a little bit of a diet gives me a little bit more energy too. And it's all about feeling good about yourself, Kendra says, Lindsay says, let's go put a Band-Aid on your eye. Band-Aids fix everything. Did she say that? I was probably talking at the time, but I could definitely see her saying that. Amanda says, gotta have balance in your life. That's right. Thank you very much, Marty. Jennifer says, how far ahead should you start looking for a place before relocating to Florida? Jennifer, I am not going to answer this right now because that is almost the same question that somebody else asked on Facebook. Let me see who that was. Was it you? No. Tony had asked that on Facebook, and we are going to answer her question coming up in a couple segments from now. So I'm sorry not to answer it now, but that would spoil a little bit something a little bit later on in the show. So we're not going to answer that one right now. You got a different cover up now.
Yeah.
That's cute. Did you put a Band-Aid on Sully's eye?
No, I put food in his mouth.
Kendra had said that you said you were going to put a Band-Aid on his eye.
Well, he said his eye hurt because his knee was hurt. So I was like, let's put a Band-Aid on your eye.
By the way, Jesus Literal says,
Yeah. Ooh.
I'm super excited for my basket. My daughter will start preschool in the fall. Okay, she was asking if she could sign her daughter up for school yet. I'm trying to see here. And I told her if she has a lease already, because I think she
Yeah.
had found a house. If you have a lease, you can sign your daughter up for sure.
Yes, you can.
Yes. What you're going to be looking for, Jesus, if she's starting preschool in the fall, you need to find a VPK program.
Yes, right away.
So I would search up like Clermont VPK programs and look for 2022 registration.
Yes.
Right? And right now is like the open enrollment time too. It's a little bit late,
Yeah.
but I believe you should still probably get in a lot of places.
She could totally.
But right now is the time to be looking for sure.
Yes, and all you need is that proof. You just need the proof of lease,
Oh.
mortgage, whatever. And Jesus,
She got a house. We owe her a kazoo.
and
We still do the kazoos, guys.
her basket. When would you say it's going to be there?
It said I gave her the tracking number,
Okay, so she
and
can
it
track it.
said like 3 to 4 days, I think.
Please.
We sent a priority mail. We didn't go cheap. We did not go
We
cheap.
did not.
Because we felt so bad about it being late. Yeah.
Please let me know how you love everything because if you love it,
Please let me know how much you love everything, not if you love everything.
oh, well, you know what I mean. If you love everything, because if you do, Jesus literal, we're going to be smelling the same
Yeah.
because everything in
And
there.
you did not even. It's a surprise, girl.
She knows that there's tropical smelling stuff in
Okay.
there. And everything in there is stuff that I approve. Like, I've worn it, I've ate it, whatever.
You ate. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah.
You haven't eaten everything in the book.
No, don't do that. But I'm excited and, excited to hear about it. So, anyways, this is to you. Ready?
Ready? I had to one up you there.
Yeah, I know. I was like, thanks a lot.
Sally says coming down in April. Check out North Venice, and Northport area. Any thoughts on the area moving from Green Bay?
Green Bay, woo,
Go
woo,
Pack, go!
Packers.
Aaron Rodgers has signed a new contract. What? Lindsay doesn't like Aaron Rodgers.
I don't like Aaron Rodgers.
But I mean, come on. He's our best chance to win.
He's a good football player. I just don't know how, and I don't know him. It's not like we hang out or like talk or anything.
I mean, not for a
but-
while at least.
I mean, it's been a while, but I don't know. I just think a couple of things he's done has not been cool.
And Clara gave a good recommendation. She said try Sharky's on the pier when you get to Venice.
Ooh, yeah.
From what we've heard though, since we've been there a couple of years ago, it was a little bit over a year ago now. Sharky's has gotten very busy. From what I've
Yeah,
heard.
I mean, Sharky's was busy.
It was. We had to wait for a table even when we were there, and it was like a weekday,
Yeah.
in the middle of the summer. So
Well, we're like still recovering from that trip there. That was like PTS. Remember? The kids made a snowman.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah,
getting into that.
we're not getting into that.
We're not
but
getting into that.
It was just a visitor, a
Yeah.
beachgoer, definitely not a Floridian.
As far as anything else to look into, I mean, the area is beautiful.
I love
We
Venice.
still need to get there
Sarasota.
to do. I want to do a shark tooth hunting video.
Yeah, we need to get there to hang out with Clara.
Yeah, we do.
We do. Like, we need to figure this out.
Kelly says, Lindsay, where can I get your sweatshirt? This is a
A
one-off.
what?
One-off, like one of one.
Yeah, I mean, this is like the original.
Your mom screen printed that, I think.
My mom did do this.
Yeah, that's
Nana
right.
did
so
this.
we don't have that one for sale anymore.
No.
But I mean,
Nana and Papa did this one.
we are going to. We got some things in the works. I'm gonna make some beer koozies.
And I'm going to make some teacups.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to make a big order, and I want to
Yeah.
make son of a beach beer koozies.
Yeah. And I'm going to have my big mugs. Remember when people used to say stuff about my big tea mugs?
Yeah.
Well, they're coming your way. We're going to make Son of a Beach teacups.
What do you think? Should we just name our whole channel "Son of a Beach"?
No.
Maybe.
No.
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 Okay. Jesus says, I saw Lake County Schools open enrollment is March 28th, I believe. Yeah, like I said, it's the time of
Yeah.
year right now for open enrollment, so definitely want to get on that. Kendra said, I had sent Lindsay a rental home in PM. I hadn't heard back yet, but I had asked how you can tell the difference between legit rental and not. I question the prices I've seen on some.
Yeah. I feel really bad about that. I didn't even see
We
it.
actually,
We get-
Kendra, send it to our Florida 5.
Yeah,
Because we
because-
check that like gives us alerts, all that
Yes.
stuff all the time.
Yes.
So send it
and
to there.
that kind of a question, that kind of stuff, that's going to be an Eric anyways. That's not a me.
Usually if you're seeing rentals on places like Realtor.com, Zillow, Trulia, Apartments.com, Rent.com, places like that, they're more than likely legit because people have to pay to put those ads on there. So if there's a question if it's legit or not, typically if you're seeing a rent that's way lower than other ones around it, it's probably not going to be legit. I mean, everyone's going to try to get the most for their rental that they can, right? I mean, if you own a rental here that is going for $2,500 a month, why would you charge $1,500 a month, correct?
Right.
Yeah, so
I don't know any of that stuff. Like, if I don't do anything without Eric. So, I mean, even when I shop and, like, TikTok makes me buy, I always make sure that I make sure with Eric that it's legit. So, I wouldn't even know the first thing about that. But I feel really bad about that, Kendra. And if you are trying to get me on my personal, just, like, what would you say the best advice for just to keep doing it? Because it just
do the little wave like, hey, I'm here.
Yeah, because it is not intentional whatsoever. But we are on our Florida with Five stuff way more than I am on my personal.
What am I doing here? Claire says I still need to jump in her pool. Yeah, I mean, we all need to jump in a pool.
We all need to jump in Claire's pool.
John says he sold. He wants a Florida with 5 jacuzzi. You know, they're going to be in the works. That happened to you the other day.
Yeah.
Right? The new chairs. I got to bulk order them. And we're going to do things, you know, I'm hoping to order at least like 200 of them.
Yeah.
And we'll probably sell them direct so that they're not as expensive as they would be if we had a third party that's printing them and sending them out. But we're going to sell them direct, and we're probably going to do things like giveaways and things like that.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, we definitely got a lot of plans in the works, but again, we got so much going on, guys. So we're working on all that stuff at the same time. Andrew says, I have my CDL and looking to haul fuel and move the family to Florida. You have any recommendations on a company to work for? I drive truck for Quick Trip. Quick Trip. Dang old Quick Trip.
Please give me a kiss because I love mommy.
Aww.
As he burps.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Andrew. I don't have any necessary recommendations, but there's lots of jobs here that you can get with a CDL for sure.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not sure how the pay compares with a CDL or a truck driver compared from up in the Midwest to Florida.
But does that matter if they're going all over the place, or is it like a local? Does he want like a local?
I mean, he's talking about local, I think.
We've got to get this whole system down with being in the new podcast room. Because the kids just normally they're in bed, but because it's spring break they are not.
We're trying to be nice and let them have a little bit extra.
And now they blew it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
Oh, here we go.
Yours is way faster than mine. My dinosaur one is it just keeps.
I was right. So somebody asked, is it Jesus or is it Jesus? She says it's Jesus. I was right.
Yeah.
See?
I wondered that, though. I wondered that one time. Because you never want to say someone's name.
I do see... Oh, sorry. I want to jump back. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
I see that Lily says, can you recommend a good realtor in Naples? Lily, I sure can. And this is a good time to say this now. Those of you that don't know, I am a real estate agent here in the state of Florida. I specialize in connecting with other real estate agents, making connections all throughout the state. So anywhere that you're looking to move to, I've already done the research for you, found the best buyer's agents in every area. So if you're looking for a real estate agent to buy your own Florida home, definitely send me a message. The email is down in the description of this video. You can reach out to us on Facebook, Instagram, any of our social medias, and I'd be happy to have a conversation with you through the messages and connect you with a realtor, the best buyer's agent realtor in the area that you're moving to. Because let's face it, you don't want to get stuck with a bad realtor just by going online. And this is a mistake that a lot of people make. They go on these moving to Florida groups on Facebook, or I see it a lot because we're in some Orlando moms groups and things, and people say, can anyone recommend a good realtor in Orlando? You know what happens?
Those realtors,
they're sharks. They're sharks,
oh my
and
goodness.
you get almost every single one of them is recommending themselves
Yep.
or their brother or their sister or their wife or their husband. Everyone's just trying to, what am I trying to say? Trying to get the business for themselves or somehow benefit themselves. And I'm not going to lie, I will get a referral fee for referring these realtors to you guys, but I have done the research and I have interviewed all these realtors and found the best fit. There's realtors that I said, I've interviewed and I didn't call them back because I don't want to put my name or recommend realtors that aren't going to do the best job possible for any of you guys. So I've already found the best realtors every area of the state. So if you're looking for one, no matter where it is, please reach out to me and I'd be happy to set you up. That's the best way that you can support our channel, support our podcast. It's the best way you can do it.
I was gonna say, like, how many like weekends and stuff we had planned to go places, but like you would not, like, you talked to all these people, like individual, like in-depth conversations, interviewed them, like he put the work in with making sure that these are good people. So yeah, for sure. He's not gonna, we don't want to put our name on anything, and we love you guys and want to make sure that we can do whatever we can to help your, it's already stressful enough moving across the country or wherever you are, and then to have to worry about realtor scams and all that stuff.
So Lucy just brought our
Bosive
little nugget in here.
Let me see him.
You want him? We will get into more questions. We have another live question segment coming up. But we're going to move into our next segment, which is, and Tony, I saw your question in the live chat, and we did pick your question for one of them that we're going to go into after this segment. So I'll get into that a little bit more in detail in a minute. But let's get into our Florida Man segment.
Oh, you like that?
What?
He smiled.
And did he smile for everybody? You smile for everybody, Bo?
Look at these two. Hold on to him once. Look at how much he looks like Daddy.
Marty's right. There's about 135 or 195,000 realtors in Florida.
Yeah.
Look at this little guy. All right, Lucy, you gonna take him back?
Yep.
Come on. Lucy's babysitting right now.
Yes. Right next to us here in the loft.
All right.
Thank you, Lucy. Can you shut
Yes,
the door,
thank
honey?
you, honey. Shut the door.
Ooh.
Okay, you're gonna want to wipe that up. All right, so
It's chaos.
let's talk about Florida Man. She did not shut the door, by the way.
You want to do it?
I'll
Because
go
I don't
shut
have
the
any.
door. Do you want to start the Florida Man segment?
Oh my gosh. Do I ever? Do I just?
Let's read the first headline. You can read the first headline.
Okay. So it's naked man arrested after banging on a house with a barbell?
Yeah, like I'm doing curls for the girls, tries for the guys. You know what I mean?
No, I've never heard that in my life.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wow, that's awesome though.
Yeah, but anyway, okay. Live show. Lindsay just made a face.
Wow, that's...
I could turn around and show you guys, but he's got a little bit of a scar on his forehead. I'm not going to read the whole story, but apparently this naked man was threatening to kill his neighbor. And I'm going to read an excerpt from the story here, okay? Deputies said a witness told them he heard a noise from the neighbor's house and saw, what should we call this guy? Naked man?
Naked man.
Saw a naked man, naked outside and banging on a sliding glass door with a barbell Monday evening. Here's what I thought when I read this, okay? Mm-hmm. How was he banging on a sliding glass door with a barbell and didn't break the window? He wasn't banging very hard.
He wasn't doing many curls for the girls.
No, he was not. He must have been.
For the...
I'd call it tapping then, right? Because I think if you were banging on the sliding glass door with the barbell, that it would definitely break the window. The report says the man. This is another funny thing. The report said the man slapped naked man twice, getting him to drop the weight. I wish I was a bystander in this.
Yeah.
Naked guy tapping on the window with a weight. And the homeowner comes out and slaps him twice. Like, he didn't punch him.
I feel like they had to have known each other then.
It was his neighbor.
Oh, it was his neighbor?
Yeah. And then the naked man picked up a metal rod from the yard and started chasing the homeowner while he was naked.
Oh my gosh.
Where then the homeowner pulled a gun on him.
Oh. Okay,
Yeah.
so we got real quick.
Yeah, it got real.
I mean, though, like, honestly, I get, like, the threat there, you know, but he's naked.
Yeah, and he's a 60-some-year-old man.
Right.
You know,
so I think
there's
just a
something
flick to the forehead
there's something not
would
right
have
in his
probably
head. I think the slap was appropriate, though.
I 100%. I would agree with that.
I mean, what would you have done?
I would have slapped him. I probably wouldn't have opened the door. Honestly, I wouldn't have opened the door.
Yeah. But anyway, that's our Florida man number 1. Okay. Now
Florida man number 2.
Our second Florida man. You want to read the?
I'll read the
Go
headline.
ahead. Read the headline.
Florida man struck by car, leaving store, but asks if his beer's okay. I mean, I feel like that's kind of like a legit question. Right?
Yeah, it's a legit question. There's a video to this too. I kind of want to show it on the live show. Do you think that's a good idea? I'm not sure if it's going to work. But
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I'm going to try it.
You're going to flip your camera around?
I'm going to try it. Oh, no.
Flip your computer.
That's what I'm going to do.
Oh.
So I got to pause this. All right. I got to see if I can get this to work. I think it plays it twice, so we'll be in luck. What's going on here?
I feel like Eric,
Can we see that?
No.
Oh, the light. Look at that. Bam! He gets knocked
the
right on his
only
butt.
thing I don't like about this story is he was dangerously close to hitting that man.
Yeah, he was. It wasn't a he, it was a she. It was
she.
a 21-year-old
Yeah,
woman
I don't
that
like
says
that.
she accidentally hit the accelerator instead of the brake.
The person. Did you see the person in front of the store?
Oh, there was another person.
There was a bystander.
Oh, I did not see that. So
Yeah.
the bystander could have got very hurt. Anyway, the driver was a 21-year-old woman who meant to hit the brake, she said, but accidentally hit the accelerator.
I mean,
But the funny thing is, the man, let's see, what did it say? Was talking and remained unusually in good spirits, asking deputies if the beer he just purchased was okay. He did have injuries to his face from the broken glass, but all he was really concerned about was his good old brewskis, you know? So, I mean, typical Florida man right there, you know?
Yeah.
That could easily be me.
yeah.
You know, that
I
could have easily been me, because I could see myself asking the deputy the same thing.
I was going to say Eric, early 2000s. I could see potentially, you know, wanting to ask about that before kids, pre-kids, Eric.
And guys, all these stories we're giving you are things that have happened in the last week that are in the headlines in Florida
Yeah,
here.
it is a never a dull moment.
Lindsay,
Yeah.
do you care to share the next headline with us?
Sure. Florida man dives through.
Drives.
Oh, you need to write this out better.
It clearly says drives.
Florida man drives through Manatee County golf course, hides in the pond to avoid a traffic stop.
Now, again, I'm not going to actually read this, but you and I talked about this.
We did.
Now, this happened at 1 a.m. on like a Thursday morning.
Yeah, so I mean, times.
I think, you know what, I'm gonna click on the story because I think it might have actually happened like
Oh, wow, this is his
morning.
picture?
Yeah, that's the guy. I mean,
Wow.
my computer's running slow, but that was the guy. It says he's arrested.
Yeah.
Where is this? This is in Manatee County. I believe. Okay. Now, it didn't say that he was arrested. Maybe it does, because I didn't read. I'm not looking at it right now.
Manatee County.
Yeah, right. Manatee County, exactly. There
Yeah,
he
but
is.
I
Look
feel
at
like
him. You know, he's obviously drunk or something, right? I mean it
or
said he was
something.
pulled over for driving with no lights on the wrong side of the road.
But can I get to the good part? Can I skip to the good part?
Yeah.
Remember that, the TikTok?
Hold on. So he... Can
I want to say the part.
Okay, I know. You just butt in as soon as it gets to the part, okay?
Okay, so I gotta be
Now,
ready?
yeah. Butt
Okay.
in. Now, what... He got in a chase. Like, he was getting pulled over.
Yeah.
This is 1 o'clock in the morning. He
Set
got
the
in a
scene.
chase to the point where a helicopter was following.
Yeah.
Okay?
So this is a big deal.
This was a big deal. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. And I believe, I'd have to look to see if he was charged. Let's see, what was he charged with? Fleeing to elude an come on, an ad pops up right in front of his charges. Fleeing to elude an officer and criminal mischief. So he didn't even get charged with DUI. Although he was driving on the wrong side of the road, no lights on, he crashed through the fence of a golf course. Again, butt in as soon as you want and say, Eric, stop. He crashed through the fence of a golf course, started speeding through the golf course.
Typical Florida man that hides in a pond, like, no way.
Right.
No way.
I didn't get to that part yet.
I know, but I had to skip ahead.
You just had to. You
but
skipped ahead.
I still got to stop you at my part.
He stopped on the golf course, realizing he had no place to go. Okay, he bails out of his car.
And the first
helicopters are following him, by the way.
Let's hide with some gators.
Oh my God! Like, you guys know, what are golf courses in Florida known for?
Big dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs on the on the greens of the golf course, living in the ponds. This guy decides to go in the pond.
Yeah.
And not only in the pond, he hides in the brush on the side of the pond.
Yeah, like hides. But this is the good part, you guys. He didn't even have a warrant.
He thought he was running because he thought he had a warrant.
He thought he had a warrant. He
And
had
he did-
nothing.
he
He didn't even have anything. And he risked his life, got the whole police department looking for him.
Helicopters and all.
Helicopters and all. So you're already going to be in like massive trouble just for that. And then he, dare I say, risks it all and jumps in a pond with dinosaurs. And they're like, dude, you don't even have a warrant. Like, we just wanted to talk to you.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Like,
Are you okay, bro?
yeah, like, we just wanted to talk to you.
No. So
That's typical Florida man right
that was
there.
definitely a typical Florida Florida man.
Typical.
Let's get into the meat and potatoes now.
Let's get into the meat and potatoes.
Lucy, can you please take him out, please?
Yeah. We'll be
We're
right
trying
there,
to do a podcast,
buddy.
okay?
Thank you,
Thank
girlie.
you, honey.
Oh, my goodness.
Let's get into the meat and potatoes, and this is questions we have from our viewers that came from either Facebook
Instagram.
or Instagram. The first one came from Facebook, and it was Jason Green. And Jason in Green, if you're in here, please stand up. He asked, how hard was it to leave your family or lives behind and start a new one? You want to start it?
Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like the question itself, like, is just saying it, like, out loud. I mean, it's just super hard. I mean, it's not an easy thing to do.
Sorry.
It wasn't easy. It's something definitely you need to be prepared for. You need to be emotionally prepared for, mentally prepared for, and I think the more time you have to prepare for it, the best. Because I'm telling you, even when I thought that I was prepared for it, and I was like, okay, I know that I'm gonna miss my mom. I know I'm gonna miss my, my dad, my sisters, like my aunts, uncles, all that. Nothing really. It's like a whole different feeling. Once like you're here and okay, they're that far away. We have like an app that we can kind of see each other, and it's like a big map. And it's like, whoa, when you really look at it, like
Life 360.
Life 360. If you really look at that and look like geographically, like, whoa, they're way up there. I'm way down here. If anything were to crazy happen, it's not just down the road like we were, because we pretty much lived a block away from my parents. So, yeah, I mean, it's challenging. But if you prepare and you know ahead of time that, hey, this is not going to be easy. I'm going to have these ups. I'm going to have these downs. And you give yourself grace. And you also realize it's okay. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to go through those days. It's normal. And you have coping mechanisms and coping skills already set in place. Eric and I can't stress this enough. A support system here. Get out, socialize. Whether it be, I don't know if you have kids, but at your kids' sporting events, meet the parents, talk to people in your neighborhood. Try not to shelter, even though you're going to be going through so many changes that it may, at the end of the day, with all the emotional changes, new job, everything, may be easier to do that at the end of the day. Don't. Just don't.
And you hit it right on the head, giving yourself grace. You
Yeah.
know, and just know that it's not going to come easy, and you probably are going to go through times that you question what you've done, and you don't know if it's the right thing, but that's normal.
Yeah. Yep. It's so normal. And I think, starting a new life, at first I was like, I don't feel like I left my old life. Like I feel like I'm still in my life.
You didn't leave your old life.
Right. You didn't.
It's not like you lost and changed everything about yourself.
Right.
To become somebody new.
Right.
It's a new chapter.
It's a new chapter is the way to look at it. And you're still you. But yeah, it's a new chapter, and I think if you focus on those exciting things, I think if you focus on what got you here in the first place, what got you to this point that you're moving, and even here sitting listening to Eric and I think if you just focus on what got you there, that's going to be so helpful.
And why?
And
focus
why.
on what got you here and why you're
and
here.
why, and remember those. Remember what made you fall in love with Florida. Remember your goals, your plans, your ambition, like all of that. That, just like I said at lunchtime with Lindsay, focus on letting go without losing. And I think that's huge. I think that's what you have to do. If you keep focusing on failing, you're gonna miss winning. And I think that's huge, and it's your mindset.
You got great advice.
I know. But I really do. I owe it to the mindset this time around. The first time around, I wish I had it. So I'm telling you, it's your mindset. You have to be in the right headspace, because the first time I was not. And that was super hard. And this time, like, I feel like, how do you think I'm doing this time around?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
I think you're doing fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, you told me again that you had one of those aha moments where you're bringing the kids to the bus stop and you're like, was that today or was that yesterday?
Yesterday.
It was yesterday. You're bringing the kids to the bus stop and you're like, oh my God, I'm so blessed. I'm so happy that I am where I'm at in my life right now. And I don't mean like where you're at professionally, where you're at. I mean where you're at physically. Like, I love to be here is pretty much what you said to me.
Yeah.
Like, this is where I belong is what I think you said too. You just feel like this is your home now. And when we went back to Wisconsin, honestly, we felt like we were out of place.
It was so hard to feel like a stranger in a place that I've known all my life. And I went through 7 months of really beating myself up emotionally, of like, what is the matter with you? Are you just somebody that really just need to figure out how to be happy in your own skin? Like, what is going on? Like, you're back by your family. This is what you need right now. You are 8 months pregnant. You have, all your health issues. You're with your support system. You're with your medical team. You're together with your kids, your husband. You're back by all your extended family. Like, what is the matter with you? Like, why can't you just be happy? And it was hard for me. I did a lot of like beating myself up in my head, going like, something's wrong with me. And that was really hard to like not understand why I felt like a stranger in a place that I've called my home my whole life. So that was hard. And then once I finally really dug into like what was going on, it was like, it was hard for me to understand like why I was just so upset, because I love my family and I was so happy to be back, and I was so happy to be able to see my mom every single day at the bus stop, and then my kids got to see my mom every single day at the bus stop. And those are such precious moments that I'm going to hold on to. My grandparents watching my kids play ball. It's been 2 years since my grandparents were able to sit at our kids' ball games.
And it was
amazing.
It was great to have that time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, being there, it reassured us to know that this is where we
needed to be. And it was just that, again, hurting people unintentionally, trying to figure yourself out. And that's really what it was. And then when we got back here, it was, I don't even know how to explain when we rolled up to Clermont, and it immediately, like when people say, oh, a big weight is lifted off your shoulder, you're like, okay, I wonder if I'll ever know what that really feels like. I cannot tell you what it like when we got here, and the instant feeling like I was in a place that I felt like I've been my whole life, even though I wasn't. I mean, we only spent 2 years here, but it just was...
It was home, though.
It was home again. And seeing my kids fall into place so quickly and so naturally, and meeting friends, and we're meeting friends, and just having an amazing relationships, and Brody getting out and doing his thing and killing it on the football field, and having his friends and doing great academically, all the kids, it's just a great feeling.
So
but you have to get yourself there.
And to circle back to Jason's question of how hard was it to leave your family behind or your old life behind, what you do to combat that is create a new one.
Yeah.
Create new traditions.
Yeah.
Create.
You don't create a new family.
You don't create a new family.
Nobody is ever.
I mean, you
going,
could if
No.
that's what you're looking for.
You
But
don't. You're never going to replace your family.
You create new traditions. You create new favorite places to go. You create new. And like Lindsay said, you don't create a new family, but you create a new support system if you're away from your family. You definitely create new friends because that's what we found has been a huge help for us is creating new friends.
You can never. There's nothing wrong with finding friends who become family. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's gonna be hard if you move away from the state you're in and you move to Florida and you're a hermit.
Yeah.
And you don't get out there and put yourself out there and allow yourself to find a support system, allow yourself to find friends that are in the same situation as you.
Yeah.
And that you can relate to, and that you can lean on, you can depend on, you can go and do things with, you can go on vacations with, you can go places with. I mean, it's going to be a lot harder. I think those are the kind of things you need to do to make this work for yourself.
And keeping that, Mandy and I touched on this 2 Fridays ago, is that, wow, you guys really look like you. That's a nice comment.
What was it?
That's a super nice comment. Anyways.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, super nice. Anyways, Amanda and I touched base on this too, is just keeping it as much as you can with your family, like FaceTimes, pictures. I send my mom pictures every single day of my kids.
You sure do.
Every single day. And you need to...
And yourself.
I do not. FaceTime, all of those things so that you don't... I mean, social media has made it so easy to feel like you're right there with somebody.
Yeah, and like we said before in other broadcasts too, that you can FaceTime like games. Like if you have a kid that's in football, baseball, whatever, set up the tripod, put it on FaceTime.
Yep.
They can watch the game. You know, you can live stream it on. You can start a private YouTube channel.
Yep.
Live stream it on there so all the family can watch it at the same time. There's different things you can do, guys, that are going to make it so much easier and allow your family to feel like they're still there with you.
Yeah. I have, why don't you just get this person out of here? Do you want to just take them out?
Our people will take care of that.
You just got to take them out, though, instead of putting them in timeouts.
They'll do that.
Yeah, I give my mom play-by-plays, every game. I let my mom know what is going on, how are the kids are doing, and it's just so great
and we're
to be able to do that.
And we'll get into it more in other videos because there's just so much more. I mean, not by any means downplaying where we came from, but there's so much more opportunities here than where we came from, I feel like, isn't there?
Yeah, for kids, for our kids. For
not just opportunity. I don't mean just like opportunities like things for them in school and whatnot. It's just opportunities for them to get out and explore
adventure.
The world, explore different cultures, be exposed to different things. Opportunities like that just weren't an option for them in Wisconsin where we came from.
Yeah, because like here, even our weekly adventures, there's a million places in Wisconsin Wisconsin is beautiful. It's beautiful. But here with the kids being able to hop in the car on a weekend trip, just a full tank of gas, pack our lunches and just go to a different part of the state and feel like you're somewhere completely different.
We do that every weekend.
Yeah.
Almost.
I mean, it's great.
Let's get on to the next question. And it comes from Jordana De Castro. And she asks, how do you get rid of sentimental items? I'm struggling with this. I have 4 kids and everything seems important to keep. This is from Facebook again. So Jordana asked that.
So what would you?
I would say you don't get rid of sentimental things, right?
I would agree.
It depends what you're considering sentimental.
Yeah.
I mean, not every toy should be sentimental to you. I mean, if you have a kid's like baby blanket.
I was like that for a while.
You were like that for a while, and you got to realize.
Now I'm the polar opposite.
Here's what I'm going to say. Okay, depending on where you come from, right? Your kids probably play inside a lot for 6 months out of the year, right? You're gonna come to Florida, and you're coming to Florida for what? A lifestyle change, probably. Get out, enjoy the weather. Get out and go on adventures. Get out and enjoy nature, things like that. And then mainly, you're going to spend a lot more time outside than typically you did before. So I would say things like toys, things like that are not going to be sentimental. I mean, I wouldn't consider that sentimental. I'm talking about
it's hard though because mom's maybe she has like you know how every single coloring, like every little scribble on a paper, you and I do a coin toss of who's going to be the bad guy?
Yeah, but we also got 6 kids now, so it's like
I know.
we can't keep every little drawing because
Yeah.
we would have a whole warehouse.
I
full
know,
of
but
drawings.
mom guilt of like, okay.
I get that.
You know?
We
And
do.
she might be going through
here's
that.
the thing we do. We keep one bin, right?
We do. We have their, what do we call it?
A memory bin or something
memory
like that.
bin,
We have
memory box.
one like bin, like a plastic tub.
For each of them. We don't have bows yet.
One bin.
You're supposed to have each of them have a bin.
No, I have one bin.
Oh boy.
But everything goes. Maybe you think I have one for everyone, but I mean then I'd be wasting a lot of space, right? We don't have a lot of space.
I thought we did that.
No,
Did
no,
we
we got-
combined it down now?
Yeah, it's probably combined. We got
Okay.
one bin that has things like that, you know, projects and that kids do at school or some artwork that they
yeah.
do that we're like, oh my god, this is so cool, you know,
Yep.
that we put
One
everything in one bin. We keep it in the garage. But as far as sentimental things, I mean, if you get a baby blanket, things like that, bring
Yeah.
it. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, I'm not telling you not to bring sentimental things like that,
Yeah.
but not everything can be sentimental to you. You know, like toys.
Well, people do.
Right, but I mean, you gotta set a limit.
Yeah.
Right? Like, not everything can be sentimental. You can't be like, oh my gosh, this is the toy he played with on his 5th birthday.
Yeah, but
With-
I used to be like that.
Yeah, you were. But
I used to be like that.
But what did you learn?
I learned, but it took moving here. Less is more. That is my new motto. Like, I was just talking to my mom about this because I used to be the person that lined the walls.
Oh my
like
God.
in toys rooms, everything was out. So I had like all their little writing stuff. Everything was out everywhere. Now, since moving here as many times as we have, I've become less is more. I was just talking to my mom about this because it's crazy. Anyone who knows me, like really, really knows me, that is a big, probably like crazy, like just change in me. Because I had like everything out, all their little projects, all their little like, I used to be the plate lady. So I like would put a handprint or a footprint on a plate everywhere. And remember that? Remember all the plates I used to make
We
you?
still got some plates, don't
We
we?
still do. But like I used to keep everything out of my children. Like everything, all their toys, everything. Because I wanted them to always be able to grab what they wanted when they wanted it. And after these moves back and forth, no. I am less is more. I am a very like now if there's 2 or 3 things on my kitchen counter, I have been working on my kitchen counters for 3 days because I bought one thing new to go on it and now I'm like panicking because I don't want it on my kitchen counter. Like, and you'll learn that with purging. You're going to learn how free it is. It
It's
feels
very
so
freeing. Oh my gosh, to get rid of stuff.
Oh my goodness.
You know what else is freeing? The fact that I don't need to take a shot of lemon juice today.
Oh, what is it at?
It's only at 69 likes.
Okay,
I mean,
well,
you're at
hey.
70 on yours, so now we're at 70. I mean, I'm not going to take a shot of this lemon juice right here, guys, unless we get to 100 likes. So get us to
Maybe
100.
you'll get out of it.
I'd love to get out of it. Get us to 100 likes,
Yeah.
I'm going to take a shot of lemon juice. I mean, I'd also like to get 100 likes, though.
Yeah,
So,
I
I mean,
suppose that would do
If
it.
you get us to 100, I will take a shot of this lemon juice. Those of you that have joined us recently here. But I think, have we touched enough on the sentimental things?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just like anything else. We tell you guys to do a pros and cons list, lay all this stuff out, and just, you know what I mean? Like, I would definitely do not throw all your sentimental stuff, but I would break it down.
No.
I would break it down, maybe the size of a box, right?
Yeah, I mean, it depends how big your sentimental things are to you. Maybe your sentimental thing is a car that your grandfather gave to you or something like that, you know?
Oh,
But
well,
I mean,
I wouldn't get rid of a car
yeah,
anyways.
right. At this
You
day and
know?
age, cars are expensive.
Yeah, they are.
Now, Tony Murphy, and I know she's in the chat right now, so Tony, this is your question. She asked, when looking to move out of state, what do you recommend for those looking for rental property? How far in advance? All right, so I'm going to answer the second part of your question first because a lot of it has to do with the housing market at the time. Right now, it's an extremely hot housing market and extremely competitive housing market. So a lot of it is going to depend on your credit, first of all, and
Yep.
your situation. I mean, the stronger of a rental prospect that you are, the shorter you need to, or the less sooner, the later you can start looking
Yeah.
for a rental property. I mean, Still, I would not start looking less than about 2 months in advance. Even if you got to burn that month and not, pay for it and not be there. We got lucky, right?
Yeah.
I mean, at the housing market we looked in, we were looking for properties 3 months or 3 weeks before we
Yep.
moved, and it was a stressful situation that I don't recommend any of you
No.
putting yourselves in. We were stressed to the core. We were
Lots
lucky
of
enough.
tears.
We were lucky enough to be in a good enough situation where we got a rental property to live in. Yeah, where we got a rental property to live in. But I would say definitely in this market, if you're in a good credit standing situation, I would say to start looking about 2 months in advance. And if you got to, say right now, what it's the second week of March, I would be looking for a place for May. Right now, if I had great credit, I'd be saying, I'm looking to move in May. I mean, now lots of the places might be available in April because they don't stay available for very long. I'd be looking if I was going to be moving in May. I'd be looking right now. And if it's available April 1st, guess what? I'd pay the April 1st month, pay for that whole month, even though I'm not going to be there, just to secure that place. Because the last thing you want is to have this move planned and then not have a place to go. Now, on the flip side, if maybe your credit is a little bit less desirable, I would start looking probably 3 to 4 months in advance and put yourself in a situation where you can pay those months in advance or months up front, and say, you know what, you can talk to most of these rental companies, landlords, etc., and say, I'm willing to pay 3 months rent, the security deposit, and last month's rent. And that's what you got to do in this rental market to be able to secure a place right now. It is super competitive. Lots of people are even bidding on rentals where the rent might be advertised for $2,000 a month, and they're saying, you know what, I'll pay you $2,200 a month. That's going on a lot, and if you're not in a situation to do that, you got to look a little bit further in advance. I'd say definitely you want to look good credit, month and a half, 2 months in advance. If your credit's less than perfect, probably 3 months in advance, and be willing to burn those extra months. Now, the rest of your question is, what do you recommend for those looking for a rental property? Definitely the sites that I recommend are Realtor.com, Zillow, Trulia, Rent.com, Hotpads.com, and Apartments.com is all right too. Most of those sites you have to pay for a listing, so you're not necessarily going to worry that much about scams, although it's not entirely foolproof. There could still be scams out there. If you see a place that is a lot cheaper than other places that are very comparable to that, it's going to raise red flags. So you definitely want to see what's going on with that. And there are realtors that can help you with rentals. I can refer you to some if you're looking for a specific area. Realtors that deal specifically with rentals or deal with both but specialize in rentals. Just want to make sure you're not getting scammed. Have somebody at least, like when we moved here, we had our friend Kyle that was able to go to the houses for us, look through them, give us video tours, even meet some of the landlords at the place so that we know the place is legit. You got to do what you got to do. You got to do your due diligence, right? You got to make sure you're not getting scammed. I would not give month's rent up front without a lease, without knowing that you are dealing with a legitimate company. There's lots of very legitimate management companies out there. If there's a management company and they're giving you their name and they're saying send us a check, do your due diligence and look up that management company online. Make sure that they're legit. You don't want to be sending your money to somebody that isn't even real and you could be getting scammed from. So scams are a big thing. Most of those happen on Craigslist or Facebook because people can make bunk profiles, not pay for advertising, and just put places out there. And something that's very common is these rental companies will just have a door code to get in. They'll make you send your driver's license, and they'll in return send you a door code by text message to get into the place. Now, what's a common scam is places that will then do that to these rental companies. Take that door code, take the pictures of the listing, put it on Craigslist, and try to rent it out, give you the door code so you can go and look at it yourself. And little do you know, when you say, I'll take it, where do I send my money because you can't find a place anywhere else, you're sending your money to someone that doesn't even own the
And that happens.
You need to do your due diligence. I mean, if someone's asking you to send a Venmo and it's an email address like Florida guy 256 at gmail.com, like, it's probably not a landlord, right? I mean, it's somebody just faking it to try to take your money. And that happens all the time. And that's the last thing we want, is you guys to lose your money.
Right.
So either go through a management company's website to find places, go through these other places that I'm telling you, and if they're asking you to send money, do your research before you send money. Please do your research before you send money. If it's, I don't know, yeah, I mean, there are private landlords out there. There definitely are private landlords out there.
We got lucky.
So we're not saying that it's definitely going to be a scam, but have them send you a copy of the lease. You know, if it's a legit person, it's going to look like a legit lease. It's not going to look like something that you Google rental lease and print it off. You know what I mean? I mean, don't be dumb. You know, that sounds really bad for me to say that. In the most respectful way. Don't be a sucker.
We had to do our own little like detective work,
because the place that we rented is from a private landlord, and
We've never
I
done
was
that.
skeptic.
Yeah.
I was very skeptic at first, but I did my due diligence and I said, please send me a copy of your lease. I'm not, even if we're not the only ones right now, please send me a copy of your lease so I can look it over. If it's a legit landlord, they're going to make changes to the lease. They're going to be like, you know what, this is in this lease that I downloaded online, but I don't like that part, so I'm going to scratch this out and put this. Someone that's trying to scam you is going to do the least amount of work possible.
And they made us feel extremely comfortable because they didn't want our money up front.
They only took $500 of our money before we got here.
Yeah.
So that made me feel very comfortable, is the fact that they weren't asking for first month, last month security. They weren't asking for thousands of dollars before we even came.
Because honestly, in the market that we were still in, but when we were trying to come down here, they knew, number one, we were in a time crunch. They could hear the desperate in our voice. It's not uncommon for real estate companies to take all your money up front,
and that
your first month, last month security all up front. That's not uncommon. And the fact that they wanted to make us feel so comfortable and wanted us to understand, like, listen, like, we know the stress that you're going through. This can't be easy, we're both trying to take each other's word on this, that also we're not going to also,
And that's what I wanted to say too, is that the landlord was taking a risk on us.
Exactly.
Too. The fact that they weren't securing all that money up front, they were only taking $500. But I mean, at the same time, someone who's not serious is not just going to give up $500. Right?
Right.
I mean, we told them, I think I even sent them receipts of the U-Haul truck we booked, showing the dates and everything. That's things you can do. Just be wary, guys. Do your research. We don't want any of you guys getting scammed.
No, because unfortunately, it happens way too often, way too much, way too often, and it's
We don't want you getting scammed.
No.
That's the last thing we want.
No.
So Tony, I hope that answered your question. Next is one from Instagram, right?
Yep.
And it's Little Deer House Farm asks, is there a rainy season in Florida? Can you tell me what it's like? Is it raining all day, every day for weeks? Or is it more like a couple hours a day here and there? And it feels like the last couple of days that we've been in rainy season here in Florida. But although we're not, and rainy season in Florida, you get drenched.
Yeah.
But it's not an all-day thing. It's typically late in the afternoon. Today it was, right? It was like a summer day today.
It was a summer day, but we had it in the morning.
There was a little rain. It was overcast all day. But, I almost took a video today at work, but now
I was going to too.
I'm at our shop, and it's, not very aesthetically pleasing right now. So I didn't take a video of it. But the rain, you guys, was it was the hardest summer rain I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And that's something that happens in the summer here all the time, is that it's like a downpour where if you're driving, you can't even see anything. You have to pull over. I mean, it was literally, I drove home, I told you, because I was waiting to leave work right now, because I'm going to be sopping wet at my car just going out in the parking lot. So I
Yeah.
literally waited like 25 minutes to even leave work. And then on my drive home, there was a couple of roads I went through that it was literally like a foot of standing water.
I was really nervous for the kids to be on the bus today. I'm
And
not gonna lie.
and rainy season is typically from like May through August, September.
It was hard to kind of answer this one because remember our last rainy season here, it rained remember all day, every day, but that's not typical.
That
That's
was
not
only
typical.
like a week or 2 week stretch at one time though.
Yeah,
But I
I
mean
suppose.
typically rainy season is between, to answer the question, rainy season is typically between like May, let's just talk about when hurricane season is. That's pretty much rainy season.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much May 1st to October 31st, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I'd call rainy season, and that's when you can pretty much expect extremely humid, hot days every single day, and a storm right around 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the afternoon,
Yep.
lightning, huge thunder boomers, and like a downpour every day. But it's not going to last. It's going to be sunny all day long. It's going to be a
And then
downpour.
it gets
could
really
even
hot.
it could even downpour while it's sunny, because that happens sometimes
Oh
too.
yeah, and then the rainbows.
It could even downpour when it's sunny, but it's going to downpour for maybe only 10 hours someday.
Mm-hmm.
But then after that downpour, it's going to get sunny again, and it's going to be super hot and super humid.
Yeah.
Does it stop us from doing things outside? No. I mean, at the time, yes. We've been caught in the rain at theme parks before,
Yeah.
where we take cover in shops, and everybody takes cover in shops, and then you're just wet. And you know what? It's so hot, you don't care that you're
No.
wet. I mean, it's almost feels good,
Yeah.
honestly. But I mean, then you're wet and it's humid and it's sticky.
Remember that last time we went to Disney and we got caught in that and they shut down everything and everybody was trying to in the streets. I guess that just happened again. I don't know
Did
if
it
anyone
really?
knows me that knows that.
Oh, you know
but
what? I saw that on TikTok.
it was just like a river.
It was a
through
river in Main Street in Magic Kingdom.
Magic
right?
Kingdom. Yep.
Right. So, I mean, to answer your question, what is it? Deer something?
Little deer farm.
Little Deer House Farm. Yeah, there's a rainy season. Does it stop us from doing things? No, actually, we really like doing things in the summer because it's hot. The water is nice in
Yes.
the ocean in the summertime. Right now, it's a little too cold to go in for me, at least. I mean, especially once you get adapted to the area. But it doesn't stop us from doing the things that we love to do.
No, not at all.
So let's open it up to live questions one more
Yes.
time before we let everybody go for the night. So, guys, in the live chat, feel
Somebody
free to.
said I look like Britney Spears tonight.
Let me see.
Brit.
I guess I can
They
look at
said
you.
they was it instead of Britney B word.
Hey, hang on. You do still kind of look like Brittany Beaches.
Brittany Beaches. Who's Brittany Beaches?
Come on, it's Brittany Beach.
Yeah, I know. That's what they said in there. It's Lindsay Beach.
That's funny
Guys,
stuff.
that's because I'm not having a great hair day today, guys.
That was
It's-
Emily's question. Emily, you're so welcome for answering your question about the rainy season. I'm so glad you stuck around to listen till this late in the broadcast. So we appreciate that.
We appreciate it.
Guys, I mean, we're in the last live question segment. We're only at 82 likes.
Yeah.
I will do a shot of lemon juice.
Just cause? Well, what's the point then?
No, at 100 likes. I'm not
I
going
was
to do it
gonna
just
say.
because. I'm not
Yeah.
going to do it just
I was
because.
gonna say it. You're just gonna.
If
do it
they
just 'cause?
want the shot of lemon juice, we need to get us to 100 likes. Like, come on, guys. What's going on here? Greg says, looking forward to seeing the steam rise off the pavement when it rains. Yeah, you'll see
Yeah.
that for sure. And that's a cool sight. Marty's talking to Heather. Jules says, you guys are so sweet. How long have you been married, Lindsay? Do you know?
I don't. Oh, it's our 15 year, right?
Yeah, this year will be 15 years in July.
Together for 18.
Yeah.
That's like, you're like a trade you in
Amanda
for a new car.
says, girl, if that ain't not a great hair day, come on.
I know, Amanda, you are so sweet, but I'm not. I'm struggling tonight because
Look at that hair day right there.
if you can tell by how everything's been going tonight with the children, it was not easy for me to get ready today. So I just kind of had to wing it today, and it just kind of...
Everyone's saying you're having an awesome hair day.
It didn't really go my way today, but you know what? The show must go on.
The show must go on.
The show must go on whether my hair looks good or not. So
I think your hair looks great.
It's really bothering me today, but don't touch.
Can I touch it?
No.
Back here?
No. Please. Yeah. You can touch it back there.
I'll pet you.
Yeah, please don't. It's an expensive pet. Just kidding. Yeah, it didn't sound great when it came out.
That sounded good in your head.
It
and
did.
And then you said it. And you're
it was like,
what is this?
you know, like I thought we
Ooh,
were going to
86 likes. You guys, 14 more. Lemon juice shot. I'll do it. I'll make Lindsay do one too. Brittany Beach. Lindsay, if you move right in front of that microphone, you'll have a halo.
Hello.
You're my angel.
No, we're not doing that.
Should I go get my guitar?
No.
Okay.
No.
Alright.
Let's not. Actually, you know, one of these nights I'll let you.
Will you?
Yeah.
I better practice then.
You-
Because you don't ever let me.
I just like it when you do Oasis.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. That's stained.
Yeah.
Cassandra says you look gorgeous. Stop it.
Stop it, Cassandra.
Stop. You stop it.
You
Cassandra.
stop it.
You stop it.
Stop it, but keep going. I'm just kidding.
Like, don't stop.
Yeah, don't stop.
87 likes. Guys, come on. Podcast Nation.
100, and I'll do one with him.
Oh, Lindsay's going to do a lemon juice shot for 100 likes. Watch it go up. Watch it go up. Everybody wants to see that. I bet. Look at it. It's still at 87. Let him play, says Allie.
Hey, Amanda and Kyle, have you guys
Hey,
even
Kyle,
packed?
you know what? Kyle, Wonderwall is the one song I know on the guitar.
I love that
But
song.
it's been like so long since I've played it and since I've been able to sing. Like, I've always had an issue. I mean, I'm not going to toot my own horn.
Toot,
Beep,
toot.
beep. But I can sing a little bit, I think. I think I can.
You can sing it.
And
Come on.
And I can play the guitar a little bit.
But then when it goes together,
But
it's
putting
like...
them together for me is like... It's like that. You know, I'm
Yeah.
not very good at it. Like, but I think Wonderwall is the one song that I could do a little bit.
Yeah.
But not the whole
That's
song.
how he got me back in the day. He had his bandana on, and
Oh, boy.
long hair, and he strung a guitar. And I
A
was
live rendition of the new outro, says Amanda. You know what?
like, we need to shoot the new
I didn't
outro.
play the guitar on that one. You should just play the outro right now.
Do you know the intro song, Eric?
Do you do the intro song?
Do you?
Yeah.
Do.
Deacon, I sing that intro song. There's a guy I work with that he's in Chicago. He's got his own band and stuff, and me and him kind of collaborate. He does all the instrumentals, and I give him like my lyrics, and we work back and forth. And he does the instrumentals for it,
Yeah.
and I sing it. So that is me singing in the intro. But we kind of work together, and I worked with the same guy in the outro, but it's a little bit different vibe in the outro, I'd say.
It is
right?
a very different vibe. So be prepared for that, guys.
Yeah, we're going to...
The vibe is different on the outro.
I think we need to film the outro, at least part of it.
We do.
On vacay this weekend.
Kyle and Amanda, did you guys pack yet?
Yeah, we didn't touch anything.
Oh. All right, are we
Deacon
not?
says my little girl loves to sing it. You guys,
Aw.
let's get 100 likes
This
and
is
have
the
Lindsay
first
do a
time
lemon
I
shot.
said I would do something on here too.
Am I like reading things wrong? We're down to 68 people watching?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa. I think we've been on too long.
How did you guys meet, says Jules?
At a gathering.
Oh, Lindsay put on a lip gloss. Let me do a shot.
At a gathering.
A social gathering.
A social gathering.
Yeah. At my house.
Yeah.
Amanda
And then he
said
took me on my first date to JCPenney.
she's packed for weeks, but not there yet.
for
Amanda,
weeks?
you've been packing for weeks? What's
Oh,
going
yeah.
on? 91. You know, I'll stay
I
out till
feel
100 likes.
like really bad about that now. Usually I'm ahead of the game too, and I'm not. We've
Kyle-
had a really rough week here.
Yeah. So, don't feel bad.
Yeah. So hopefully we're not,
I'm
forgetting anything.
excited to do the videos there. I want to do
Yeah.
like, how do you guys feel about that? Like a crib style, right?
Yeah, like MTV.
Yeah, like MTV crib style, like, because this is, I mean, not to spoil it, but it's like a $2 million Florida home that we're staying in.
Yeah.
So a $2 million Florida beach home tour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come hang out with us.
Come hang out. 91 likes. You got
Oh,
Dad
Dad
Vader!
Vader!
What's up, man?
Hey, microphone, remember?
Sorry,
We're loud.
Earmuffs, guys, on the podcast.
Yeah.
Earmuffs on the podcast.
Every time Lindsay puts her lip gloss on, you
Do a
have to.
shot.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, everyone. We just need it. More thumbs up. Yeah, you guys, thumbs up it.
That's okay. We can probably head out.
Yeah, Lindsay doesn't want to do the lemon juice shot. I mean,
We
make
can
her
head
do it.
out. Is that old? When did I do that? I'm never doing that.
How much of that have you drank? I mean, I think
Hey.
you should still remember that. You should still remember. It's been a while.
It's
but
been
you should
a
still
while.
remember that. So we're watching.
Yeah.
Right now, we're watching Good Girls on Netflix.
Okay. Yeah.
I was talking to you.
I know. I was told I need to start Yellowstone though.
Yeah, because you want to look at the guys.
No. You're the only cowboy for me. Okay.
Yeehaw.
Let's not do that though. Let's not do that. My 11-year-old.
Oh, you don't know how to work that thing. Oh my
Oh.
gosh, what are you doing? Lindsay is struggling on the computer
back.
right now. Oh,
Hey,
you're
I'm
back.
back.
You're back.
My 11-year-old really wants to know if you can catch
The lizard.
lizard.
Do they get big? This time of year, it's a lot easier to catch them because they're
Slow.
Lindsay.
What?
I mean, come on.
Aren't they slow?
I mean, yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
They're a little bit slower this time of year.
Is it because they're cold?
I think that's because they're cold a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when it gets warmer, they're like speed demons, right? They're like Tasmanian devils running all over the place.
Yeah, but not fast
It's
enough
hard.
for Sally. Sally can get them.
It's still pretty hard to catch them unless you got a net.
Yeah.
You know. Oh man, I gotta restart our thing here. Read the next comment, Linz.
Okay, Lindsay for Florida with 5 Cribs edition. Better answer the door. It's Brittany Beach.
It's Brittany Beach.
Oh my gosh, that's really funny. I might have to do that now.
91
Just for you.
still. Oh wait, yeah, 90. You guys,
That's okay. We don't need to do it.
9 likes in 3 minutes, or Lindsay does not do the lemon juice shot. If we can get 9 likes in 3 minutes, call your friends, call your mom, call your grandma, have them like the broadcast, and
I really thought Nana and Papa would just get on all their devices. Or does it?
They're still signing into this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
you're going to
figured,
do one
yeah.
per. Yeah.
We all love the new beachy hair. Oh, well, thank
I
you.
really think it is beachy, and I mean, I love to rub my hands through
No,
it.
I would like you not to do that
Why?
because.
Okay. 92. Thank you for that like button.
No, I appreciate it, but I wanted to do today. But
Oh my gosh, Heather says we caught 2 and brought them to Minnesota. Kids had them in a tank. It's been 2 years. What do you feed them, Heather?
wow.
You must be feeding them some good. What can I say? Trying to do
Crickets?
a good beach pun here, like beach, but shiz. You know what I mean? You must be feeding them some good.
No, just
You
crickets.
must be feeding them some good worms.
Worms, mealworms.
94, 97. Oh my goodness, Lindsay! I'd really love to.
Hey, Pigget.
I'd really love to end the broadcast with Lindsay doing a lemon juice shot. I mean, 98. How's it smell? Let me see it.
It smells good. That's why I'm all for it. Give it to me.
What are you going to do with 99? Oh my gosh. Who's going to be the 100th?
I'm not doing the full thing.
100. There you go. You got to do 100. You got to do 15 ml.
I'll do 15 ml.
That's like a.
That's like miles.
That's like a. It's like a 10-year-old's dose.
This is 10-year-olds. I know it by that.
There we go. There we go. All right.
Wait,
Pet store sells it, Heather.
you're
Small
supposed
crickets.
you're
Little
supposed
fruit-
to do it with
Oh,
me.
the fruit flies. We tried to do the fruit. Wow.
Wow.
We tried to do those fruit flies one time. Remember?
Yeah.
They got out in the house.
Yeah, not a good idea.
Bad
Ew.
times.
Maybe I regret this. I thought you were gonna do it
Hold
with
on.
me.
We only have one cup. You're gonna do it first.
You do it first.
No.
Yeah, just do it. Hurry up. Come on.
No. All right, I'll do it. No, I'll do it
Whatever.
first. I'll do it. No,
I'm just gonna do
I want to do it first. Oh man, Aunt Alicia, what are you drinking? Really?
Mm-hmm.
You need a chaser for that?
Like a champ.
If you add a packet of sugar and chase it with ice water, you will have lemonade. If you add water and sugar, you'll have lemonade.
It's easy peasy.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It wasn't
It's
that
totally
bad?
fine. No.
Okay, we need to find some other things too.
I mean, My eye is twitching now.
I still have the cap on.
My eyes.
Guys,
twitching.
give us some recommendations. What should we do next week for 100 likes? Right? Lindsay will do it too.
I'm not doing it. I just did it because it's a lemon. I mean, how
You wouldn't do
scary
hot sauce?
No. Do I have hot sauce anything?
Look at I got this much. I got a full
Okay.
cup.
Hurry up. Come on.
Their names are Lizzie and Dash, says Heather. That's great names
Oh,
for
that's
lizards.
really cute.
And Alicia, I want to know what you're drinking.
All right.
Ghost peppers. No, thank you.
Okay. It's not bad at all. Like, it's really fine. I think I just got scared there for a second.
It's kind of gross.
It is gross. That's why I got scared.
Yeah. Afterwards, it's like, yeah.
That's what I didn't like. It's like a weird taste, and it's a taste that you wouldn't.
Oh, it's because it's expired. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Give it here.
I'm just kidding.
You know how I am about my labels.
Oh.
Oh, we're good.
How are the
We're gonna
moderators?
check
Our
Christmas.
moderators are good. Hot chip challenge. I would not put Lindsay through that. Jalapenos from my garden. Amanda, I like that.
Maybe Amanda. I trust Amanda.
Amanda, bring over some sliced up jalapenos. You're on for next week.
I've never had a jalapeno. Never.
Would you do it?
From Amanda's garden, maybe.
Okay, we'll do that. Amanda, bring your.
But I'm like doing like a bite. This
Emily-
isn't like eat the whole thing.
Emily, I Best Buy 2019.
No,
Emily,
it's 2022.
I actually thought. Well, we bought this just in Florida since we moved here.
Yeah,
so,
that's
I mean,
well, you knowing you, I could see you taking our stuff from
well,
the
that's
pantry.
the thing is like, we order a lot of our groceries online. And
Yeah.
remember the times that I've ordered like yogurt and it expires like 3 days after we order it? Like,
and you don't
come
mess
on,
with my
Walmart.
yogurt.
Yeah,
I eat my
right.
yogurt every single day. Every day. Yogurt?
No, I'm
You don't-
the lemon.
All right, we should
Emily,
go. We've
Emily
been on.
says cinnamon challenge.
No, I heard. Isn't that like dangerous?
Ice bucket challenge.
We've done the ice bucket. There's a video floating around.
150 likes and Lindsay shaves off Eric's goatee.
No, I'm already mad that he shaved today. You're not gonna get me to shave it off. I gotta look at him then. I'm just kidding.
I love that.
I'm just kidding.
All right. Well, I think it's
You're
been a
great
good
to look
podcast,
at.
right? Oh, really?
I mean,
you're no slouch yourself. You know
yeah,
that.
it's Lindsay Beach. Okay. All right.
Hashtag it's Lindsay Beach.
Hashtag it's Lindsay Beach.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Anyways, guys, you want to make sure that you're blowing up Jimmy Hula's Instagram account.
Yeah. Free tacos.
Yeah.
We'll share it with you guys.
Blow up Jimmy Hula's Instagram account. Let them know we only know about you guys because of Florida 5.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, like, why aren't you sponsoring them yet?
Yeah.
All they want is free tacos.
I mean, that's it.
Why do I see
And the-
Why
and
do I
the-
see Sully?
I don't know. That's what I'm wondering. And the
Oh,
rights. The rights to say we're sponsored by them.
Yeah.
Just
well,
because
I mean,
that's
if-
cool.
Yeah, like Jimmy Hula's hashtag, right?
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, you will see us
Hashtag it's Lindsay
in
Beach.
Pompano Beach very soon. We will go live from
We'll
there.
probably go live from there. We'll probably, I think we're
gonna
planning
film-
on filming multiple videos there.
Maybe.
right?
We'll see. We're going to have
Well,
fun.
it's
but
vacation.
for surely
It's
too.
vacation. We want to do.
We're going to do a beach review and then
a house tour.
Yep.
And I think we want to do a vlog of our trip a little bit too, like the 3 days. It doesn't need to be,
Okay.
you know what I'm talking about.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. We don't want to get over our heads too. We want to have fun.
100 likes and Eric takes off his hat. We can do that next time.
Let's not do
Let me
that.
get a haircut first.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with us in the new podcast studio. Make sure you subscribe if you're not. And-
Hashtag or talk to Jimmy Hula's about sponsoring us.
Yes. And thanks so much for hanging out.
Yeah, and we'll see
You
next time.
Next time.